So, I wanted to keep the theme of the, Earl being on the show with the, the beer, that, we keep that same energy in the Is It Just E. Now, clearly there are, again, there's just too many beers just to say, what is what. So I decided on this picture, right? Only this picture. To not single out the one that I am going to single out. However, and Earl, matter of fact, I want Earl to be the first one to chime in after this, right? This is strictly from the earlier years. I'll say this, right? But is it just E, or is Coors Light the worst fucking beer out there? And I mean that it tastes like copper, it tastes like steel, it tastes like you just had some whatever the fuck the can is made of, and yes, I'm cussing, like all of that stuff. I swear to God, I feel like it is ingested, it's infused, because he used the word infused, into Coors Light. Now again, I would have said Coke 45, but there's not a lot of people on here that don't know about Coke 45. That shit's horrible as well. But Coors Light, I swear, somebody pissed in it. It's the can just starts to disintegrate. It tastes like I'm done. I'm just saying. I believe that is the worst tasting beer, and I'm sure I'm wrong, because like you said, people don't like certain ones, but that one just damn. Like it's not even. I'm looking over that if I see it.
We should put that on a Coors Light commercial. No, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like agree or disagree with you. Honestly, everyone's tastes are subjective. I've had beers that I like a lot worse than Coors Light. I'm not gonna sit here and defend it. Like I'm not a Coors Light fan. To me, it just kind of tastes like water. It doesn't really taste like anything to me. But I've had some beers that actually taste pretty foul. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. For me, Heineken is my least favorite beer of all time. I hate Heineken. I can't drink it. I don't know. It tastes skunky every time I have it.
I remember this is probably like we were either still in college or right after college, and this was when Earl was in his like bottle cap stage. So it was just we were just trying new stuff all the time, so we could just have new bottle caps, and that was our way of normalizing our alcoholism. And I remember Earl got like a bunch of Red Stripes, maybe. And I'm not saying that Red Stripes was bad, but what I'm saying was that it was just a memorable time because we had never had it before. So it was like, yo, is it supposed, and this was just new beers in general, is it supposed to taste like this? I remember being at a party, Coors Light, and this is like, I don't even know if we were 21 at this point. If the ops are on here, yeah, we were totally 21. But I remember we were at a party playing beer pong and all this stuff, and someone brought in a Coors Light 30-pack, and I hadn't really drank a bunch of Coors, and I remember being like, yo, this is trash. Like, this is not good. But nowadays, like, it's just like kind of Earl said, the palates have changed a little bit, and it's almost just like drinking water compared to most of the other beers that we would drink on a regular basis. So, but I remember early in the game, not a fan of the Silver Bullet. That was not my thing.
One thing also that I forgot to mention is the worst beer I've ever had. This is still, I was in the bottle cap stage where I'm like drinking everything that I can that's just new. My family, we went on a family vacation to the Virgin Islands, and I went to a beer store there, and they had this beer called Dragon Stout, and it had this like awesome dragon on the bottle cap. I'm like, well, I gotta buy that, right? It's like, that sounds awesome, or the bottle cap looks awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna like the beer. I tried it. It was the worst tasting beer I've ever had. So I poured it out into the drain, and as I'm pouring it out, chunks came out of the bottle, like into the sink. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that I didn't actually, force that down. That was the worst one that I've ever had.
Yeah, shouldn't
Still
be chewing your
reserved.
beer.
Yeah.
Still reserved.
I still have the bottle cap though.
So our boy E from the OT show, who also does a podcast, Bros Beer and Whiskey, me and him are supposed to make a trip to the crab sometime so he can get his crab cherry pop.
You at with it, man?
I don't know. I mean, it could be down there. I don't know. Like I haven't had it enough against other stuff to make it the worst. I don't. So I think I need to go visit the crab, and I actually need to figure out what it is that I do like. I need to talk to the expert Earl to get me right and figure out what my palate is to give beer a real chance. I mean,